there's a culture event. This week I signed up for cooking classes. We're cooking bulgogi and himuljeon, and I've actually never made it myself, so I'm pretty excited.
And we have to make a sauce. And we're going to use only half of the red pepper.
My name is Ty. I'm from Houston, Texas.
Ty was pretty good at chopping the veggies, so our group got our food done pretty fast.
Okay. May I have attention, please? The graduation ceremony for 2022 will begin shortly. So could I ask everyone to take your seats, please?
That was my week at Korea University International Summer Campus. Thanks so much for watching.
그날이 생각나 원하는 대로 모두 이뤄질 줄 알았던 어릴 적에 나 무대 위에서 춤추고 마음껏 노래 부르는 내 작은 꿈 하지만 나를 봐 무거운 전공책 시험의 과제 팀플에
Okay, the graduation ceremony will begin shortly. So please, could I ask everyone to take a seat from front to the back? So please come to the front.
시작해 어릴 적 꿈꿨던 그 소녀를 기억하
So everyone, please come inside. The ceremony will begin shortly.
시험지 속의 문제들 다 푼 것 같은데 그 삶의 해답은 대체 어디 있는 걸까 모두 멀어져 가는데 꽤나 만제자리야 너무 조급해하지마
뭐 인생 별거 있겠어
슈티하고 소주가 같이 가자 정해진 답은 없어 그래 내가 만들면 돼
졸업식 곧 시작하니까 학생들 다 들어올 수 있게 조교들, 버디들, 좀 스태프들 안내해 주세요. 버디들, 학생들 이제 데리고 오세요. 그리고 학생들이 더 중간에 이 앞쪽부터 앉을 수 있게 이렇게 조금 안내를 해주세요. Please take your seat from front to the back. So please come forward to the front seat and take a seat, please. Thank you. The ceremony will begin shortly. So please take your seats from front to the back. 감사합니다. 버디들, 스태프들, 학생들 이렇게 중간에 이렇게 모일 수 있게 이렇게 다 모여서 앉을 수 있게 안내해 주세요. 그리고 교수님들도 오실 수 있게 그 수연조교 거기 교수님들 VIP 식당에서 좀 오실 수 있게 좀 안내해 주실래요? 저 왼쪽 식당이요. Okay. Ceremony will begin shortly. Please. Okay, please come take your seats from front to the back. The ceremony will begin shortly.
from lover is not a sin. Believe capital H I M.
예, 스태프들은 학생들 그 앞에서부터 잘 앉을 수 있도록 안내해 주세요. 모여서 앉을 수 있도록 안내해 주시고. And professors, you can come forward to the center. Here's we designated seats for the faculty members. 제가 어나운스 하면은 이거 올라갈 거거든요. 그때 옮겨주세요. 잠깐 기다려 주세요. 앞에. Okay, please take your seat from the front to the back. Ceremony will begin shortly. Thank you. 학생들 거의 다 들어왔나요? 오케이. 자, 이제 슬라이드 올려주시고 단상 놓겠습니다. 단상 여기 중간에 놔주세요. Before we start the graduation ceremony, let me briefly go through today's program. There will be an opening announcement followed by congratulatory address from the Dean of KUISC and the faculty representative. The conferment of a certificate of completion will be followed after that. Then representatives of both ISC and pre-college students will give a final speech. After that, the conferment of the certificate for internship program and the KU alumni badge conferment ceremony will be next. And some housekeeping matters regarding grading, checkouts will be announced, as well as an introduction on the International Winter Campus program. We'll also take time to look back at the activities both ISC students and ISC body have done and the memories we've made at ISC. Lastly, we will have a cap tossing ceremony and a group photo time. Now, please set your mobile phone to silent mode as we will be starting the ceremony. Okay, thank you. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2022 Korea University International Summer Campus graduation ceremony. Thank you. I would like to start the ceremony by introducing everyone who joined us today. And to begin with, please welcome Professor Hee-Kyung Lee, the Dean of KUIC, and Professor Hong Jung Kim, the Vice Dean of KUIC, and the ISC faculty representative, Professor Pravin Pavatia. Thank you. And could I please ask all the ISC professors to stand up and wave your hands to your students. Yay! Thank you. And I'd like to also acknowledge our student assistants with on black t-shirts and buddies and our staff members. For the last 6 weeks, they all have been working together to make your life at KU more enjoyable. And last but not least, we have more than 350 students here with us today and about the same number joining us online. And all of you have successfully completed their journey for the past 6 or 4 weeks. Congratulations. Let's give each other a big round of applause. Thank you. Now, to open the graduation ceremony, I'd like to invite Professor Hee-kyung Lee, the Dean of KUISC, to the stage for the congratulatory remark. Please welcome her with a round of applause.
Dearest ISC faculty, ISC students, ISC Vice Dean, ISC staff, ladies and gentlemen, I'm very happy to be here to congratulate all of you on this special occasion. Although COVID cases are on the rise again, not only here in Korea, but also around the world, I'm glad to say that our in-person and online program has ended successfully. Thank you for participating either in person or virtually. Despite all the challenges we had to face, we are here today thanks to your active participation, generous understanding, and kind consideration. On behalf of Korea University, I would like to express my gratitude to each and every one of you. My deepest gratitude to the faculty for their compassion in teaching. We very much appreciate your efforts, patience, and dedication despite the intensive schedule. Thank you also for being so kind and considerate to our students. It was a great honor to host you this summer at Korea University. I especially thank the students for your enthusiasm for learning. 감사합니다. This is thank you in Korean. Congratulations on completing ISC 2022. 축하합니다. This means congratulations in Korean. You have made the program grow and become better through your various contributions. We hope you enjoyed the various activities and excursions and being immersed in Korean culture. You made this year's ISC a community and moreover, a family of newly found friends. I hope you enjoyed this special international experience. I also hope that our ISC administrative staff, student assistants, and buddies were supportive and made your time here at Korea University comfortable and enjoyable. Many thanks to everyone who made the ISC possible behind the scenes. As you may know, Korea University was founded over a century ago and has evolved and developed into a globally competitive and top quality private university. Key to this success has been our extensive international programs and outreach, of which the ISC is our flagship program. I hope you consider coming back and participating in this year's International Winter Campus or the next International Summer Campus. By doing so, you are eligible to become a member of the Korea University Alumni Association. KU's Alumni Association is the largest private association in Korea and provides an excellent opportunity for you to continue your engagement with Korea University while being part of a global network of the KU family. At this ISC, we have over 40 students who have become KU alumni this time. Welcome to the KU family. Lastly, I sincerely hope that all of you have fond memories of ISC 2022, and especially of your professors and the new friends you have made here at Korea University. Congratulations again to all of you, and may you succeed in your endeavors in the years ahead. Now, I would like to take the time for you to maybe turn to the person next to you and congratulate them, either in Korean, English, or your native language. Just say congratulations. Okay, congratulations on a huge success for completing the program, for enduring the summer, the hot Korean summer. So I wish you all health and happiness. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Professor Lee. Now, We will now invite the ISC faculty representative, Professor Pravin Pavatia from University of Wisconsin, also to give a congratulatory speech. Please give him a round of applause.
Thank you. Dean of the ISC program, Professor Hee-Kyung Lee, Dean Professor Hong-Jun Kim, Associate Dong-Hun Park, graduates, distinguished faculty members, it is an honor to be here with you today. I'm very grateful to the Korea University ISC program for the privilege of being your graduation speaker today. So I want to speak about three things today. First, I want to congratulate you on finishing the program successfully. Secondly, I want to tell you why spending time here was the best idea. And then finally, I want to give you some long-term advice. So when I was asked to provide congratulatory remarks, I was thinking, why should I do that? You had the privileges of taking classes from some of the best faculty members in the world, and me as well. And you were able to experience Seoul and many other amazing places in Korea firsthand. Best of all, you spent 6 weeks in BTS land. So why should you be congratulated? But then I did some research, and although you could have spent the summer in your country listening to My Money Don't Jiggle Jiggle, It Folds, or watch the latest TikTok of cats being jerks, you were curious and adventurous, and so you left the comfort of your home and you spent time in Seoul. And so congratulations. And most importantly, you finished something successfully, although there were lots of distractions, such as soju and makgeolli. So you definitely need to be congratulated. This leads me to the second part of the speech today. And being a social scientist and having been part of this program quite a while, I wanted to do some research to see what are the outcomes from participating in a program like this. I was amazed. Studying abroad brings lots of benefits, such as developing better intercultural communication, becoming more sensitive towards cultural differences, being flexible, and also it helps you get better jobs as well. So I think you made the right choice, and I personally can attest to the value of travel. When I was a teenager, my parents took me to South Africa, and it changed me. I am here today because of the power of travel. And the last part of my speech today has to do with, if I can get this separated here. So, what to do next? And I want to provide you some advice for the long term. I don't know how many of you have heard of Bronnie Ware. So she was an Australian nurse who worked in palliative care. And so she was working with patients who were basically dying. And she wanted to ask them what are their regrets. And for me, that was really powerful. So one of the top regrets that people had was that they wish they hadn't worked so hard. I'm not asking you to not work hard. Don't misread me, but I think it is necessary to get balance in life. The second thing was that people wish they had the courage to express their feelings. And so be honest with the people around you. There's no need for you to keep feelings inside and develop resentment. And as long as you go along in life, thank the people around you. Don't hesitate to say I love you to people who matter to you. The third thing was that people wish they had stayed in touch with friends. So you can easily get sucked by life, by lifestyle, by children, and you start losing touch with people. You have developed new friends today or over the last 6 weeks. Stay in touch with them. And also your old friends, stay in touch. Because what they said was that what mattered the most in the end was love and relationships. So finally, I do want to conclude by expressing my gratitude to all those who made the 2022 ISC program successful. I want to thank the ISC staff and TAs who made our lives so easy. Thank you so much, all the TAs. Thank you, thank you. I want to thank Dean Lee, Vice Dean Kim, and Program Director Park for having the courage to hold the program face-to-face in spite of all the COVID restrictions. But most importantly, I want to thank you, the students. You're the reason why we are here. You worked hard, well, most of you anyways, and you definitely made our life much easier. So thank you so much. I say congratulations again, as you have done it. 감사합니다.
Thank you, Professor Pavatia. Thank you. Now we'll move on to the conferment ceremony for completion. The certificate of completion will be conferred to those who have successfully completed the ISC courses. Due to time constraints, we will have students representative come up to the stage to receive the certificate on behalf of the ISC and pre-college students. For this ceremony, I would like to ask Professor Lee and and student representative to come up to the stage, please. And the student representative for this year are Ethan Lafond from the University of Texas at Dallas and Liam Henley Tucker from Huntington High School. First, let's start with Ian Lamford. Certificate of completion. This is to certify that Ian Lamford has successfully completed the Korea University International Summer Campus 2022. Professor Hee-kyung Lee, Dean of KUIAC. Thank you. And this is a gift of KU mascot, Tiger Doe. Okay, let's give a round of applause. Thank you. Next, pre-college students representative Liam Henley Tucker. Come front. Okay. Certificate of completion. This is to certify that Liam Henley Tucker has successfully completed the KUISC 2022 by Professor Hee-kyung Lee, Dean of KUISC. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Professor Lee and student representative. Congratulations again. And for your information, the certificate of the completion will soon be mailed out to those who have successfully completed IS courses without a failing grade. And now I'd like to invite Mr. Ethan to the stage to give a graduation speech on behalf of the ISC students. Let's welcome him with a round of applause.
Thank you all for having me. As mentioned, I'm Ethan LaFond. I'm an undergraduate coming from the United States, from the University of Texas at Dallas. It's good to see you all this evening. So, we're all here for different reasons, I think. I think it's an uncontroversial statement. I mean, there's the obvious, of course. Everybody here came here because they wanted to take some classes. But that's not really why you came here. Let's be real. You could have gone anywhere. Another country, another university in Korea. So why did you come here specifically? The culture, either of Seoul or of KU specifically, maybe that's why. Or maybe you're studying Korean. Maybe you're already a KU student. When I think about the reasons I came here, frankly, I can't help but see them as rather silly. I came here with unbridled confidence in what I expected this trip to be. And I was wrong. I think it's a good thing. So I've had so many experiences here at KU, in Seoul, and across Korea over the last 6 weeks that made this summer way more interesting than I expected when I was flying here in June. If I could, I'd share with you everything that happened, and I'd love to hear about all your experiences. That would take longer than I've got, unfortunately. So instead, I just want to share with you some highlights of my experiences and share a bit of my reflection on them. I hope they provide another perspective on your time here and help you to reflect on how ISC has differed from your expectations. But if nothing else, I hope that you'll at least find them a funny retrospective on the last 6 weeks as we prepare to return home. So my first full day here was a bit of a disaster. You all may remember why. I planned to buy a handful of things when I arrived: hairdryer, bath mat, handbag, all that kind of stuff. Bulky things that are relatively cheap, so I figured, I'll just get them at a Walmart. There aren't Walmarts here. I would have been in a really, really bad state if it wasn't for basically sheer luck. On the shuttle from the airport to coming here, I happened to run into some people who knew way more about Korea than I did, and they pointed out the obvious solution of going with them to the Daiso. I only very nearly got lost a few times, and I definitely got soaked to the bone because it was pouring, but because it was a rainy day. It was a really rainy day. Did I come back to Annam dorm happy that day, or for that matter, dry, or with a hairdryer? No. Did I come back to Annam dorm with friends forged in the fire of rain? Yes. And I've been interacting with them and having a lot of fun with them for the last 6 weeks. I probably would not be very close to them at all if that hadn't happened. Taking cover under an awning is an effective way to make a friend. I also never found a hairdryer. Where are all the hairdryers? You can see it. Now, I'd like to say I have a lot to say on the Lotte World trip, because it was fun, but I don't, unfortunately. I do, however, have a lot more to say on the, surprisingly, the K-pop flash mob activity several weeks ago. Truth be told, I didn't want to do it. I can't dance to save my life. If you look up the video, please don't. It's not pretty. I think I tripped over my own feet. But I told myself I should just try it. I wanted to do as many of these programs on Friday as I could. I probably looked rather silly, and I definitely looked like I was copying the people in front of me. But in hindsight, I don't regret it. And I think the reason for that took me a while to figure out. At home, for better or for worse, everybody, we all have our niches. That's usually used in a negative way, say it's limiting. But I think it's worth looking at it another way. They're safe boxes. They're comfortable. At any rate, I know I constructed my box as much as anybody else constructed their own box, or constructed my box for that matter. And I'm okay with that. I designed it the way I wanted to when I went to college, and that's a pretty common thing. Even going to high school, for those who haven't gone to college yet, you kind of decide how you want to project yourself when you go into a new stage of your life. When you construct your niche, for every person in this room, you did it because you wanted something comfortable. At home, I will never join a flash mob. I will be completely honest on that front. I'm okay with that. I don't particularly want to join any flash mobs at home. But you may note, I'm not at home right now. And frankly, the vast majority of us won't ever meet again. And that sounds, again, like a negative, but it's not. In some ways, it's liberating. Because if I make myself look like an idiot up here on stage, or if I make myself look like an idiot in a flash mob, then that's okay. Because this is a new experience in a new place. And it doesn't have to, what follows me home is only what I choose to bring home. What you've done over the last 6 weeks, the things you've tried, they don't have to impact you in the long term if you don't want them to. I'll be carrying some of the things that out of this room that I found over these last 6 weeks. You'll be carrying some of these things that you found over the last 6 weeks, and you'll be leaving plenty behind. And I'll be leaving plenty behind. Now, I wish I had more time. I'd love to talk about my thoughts on all of the many palaces, which are very pretty, and I like talking about architecture. Or I'd love to talk about the perspectives that I'd hear that I would never have heard back home in my classes. Unfortunately, I have to wrap up, or I might be going way over time. So I'm just going to leave you all with one last thing. When you don't need to leave this room or end this summer, or for that matter, finish anything, let alone a summer program, with some earth-shattering revelation about the world or about yourself. I'm not in the business of lying, and if I said my understanding of everything has been shook to its very core, I would be a liar. But I think, whether you realize it or not, you've learned a little something. Learning in the classroom or in life isn't a giant bound. It's the little steps. If you don't know what it is that you learned, give it some thought. No matter what you've done in the last 6 weeks, something was new. I came here mostly on a lark, let's be real. I thought it sounded neat. I'll be leaving with a whole lot more than neat. Thank you for your time.
Thank you so much for your speech, Ethan. And now I would like to invite Mr. Liam Henley Tucker to the stage to present a graduation speech on behalf of the pre-college students. Let's welcome him with a round of applause.
As you can hear from the crowd, I've become many people's sons and children while I'm here. So I'm Liam Tucker. I've been part of the pre-college program these past weeks, and I'm 16 years old. If you're if you're wondering what I'm doing alone in South Korea at 16, so am I. This has been the most terrifying experience of my life. So I first started studying Korean over the pandemic, and that quickly turned into wanting to live or even go to college here eventually. And my mom, of course, was not thrilled about that, and even less so when I ended up telling her about this program. But after several weeks of begging and a 6-page paper, she begrudgingly accepted. So at that time, I was thinking that my time here would be spent in the classrooms, in the dorms, in the library. I thought to myself that this was going to be a continuation of high school, spending all my time studying. And so if that's how you spent your time here, whatever makes you happy. But the one thing that sets KUISC apart from other programs, from a pre-college perspective at least, is the amount of freedom that we have. The major difference between high school and college is the independence. Most other pre-college programs are more like extensions of high school. I'm sure many of you have experience from when you were in high school. And you're not allowed to explore or make decisions for yourself. But the independence that this program gives us has allowed me to experience Seoul and Korean culture in an authentic way. I think back to a couple of weeks ago after we were hiking in a mountain in Bukhansan National Park with a couple of my friends, and we were exhausted and we were hungry, and so we stopped at the samgyeopsal place at the base of the mountain. It was run by the cutest old couple, and their little wiener dog would just walk around while we were eating, and neither of them spoke any English, or it seemed to us. And then, so my friends are in college, and so they're obviously drinking, while I'm sitting there wishing I was 19. And then the man brings out the meat and places it on the table, and my friend Christian goes to start grilling, and the man just looks down at him and goes, "Stop!" And then he proceeds to cook for us in what he called the Koryo way, showing us all the traditions that go along with samgyeopsal. And keep in mind, the only 2 words he was saying throughout the entire night was "stop" and Koryo way. So if I were in a program that restricted my freedom and didn't allow me independence, I just know that I wouldn't have had authentic experiences like these. Of course, with college life, academics come first. And although taking 3 college courses as a 16-year-old was tough and stressful at times, I honestly don't regret it at all. Learning Korean in a classroom setting for the first time, because I had only studied alone previously, has been amazing. Over these weeks, our small class has become so close, and I'm gonna miss all the inside jokes that we have with our Sonsengnim, and I'm sure many of you can relate. My other 2 classes are taught by Sungdae Cho, a linguistics professor, and as someone who's going into their last year of high school and is going to be applying to college soon, I have to pick my major, and linguistics is on the top of that list. So, as most of you probably know, deciding a major and essentially what you're going to do for the rest of your life is very challenging and insanely stressful. However, thanks to this program, I have an expert in the field I'm looking at that I can ask for guidance when I get home, and hopefully I'll be receiving a recommendation letter in the coming weeks. Speaking of going home, it's really hard to believe how fast these past 6 weeks have gone by. I'm sure most of you can relate to how just a couple of months ago we were in a scramble to get documents, worried about deadlines, and just generally had the feeling, it's not until the summer, it's so far away. And even the first weeks when I got here, I was thinking, I have so much time to do everything and explore all of Seoul. I was thinking, I have 5 weeks left, I have 4 more weeks, 3 more weeks, it's only halfway over. But now our time in Seoul is coming to an end, and at least for me, I can genuinely say that this has been the best summer of my life. There's so much more here for me to experience, and so many more cheap K-pop albums to buy, which is why I definitely plan to come back, whether for college or after. but I know that I'll never have an experience as unique and exciting as this was. And so to the KU ISC staff, to my amazing teachers, Sundi and Hang Gyung, and especially to the little family that I've made, thank you.
Thank you so much for your speech. Thank you. Thank you. Now we will confer the certificate of completion for students who took part the internship program. Furthermore, we will also confer the KU alumni badge for those who attended KU ISC and IWC more than twice. Since we don't have enough time, we'll have a student representative come up to the stage to receive the certificate and the badge. The representative for the internship program is Katie Pack from Villanova University, United States, and the representative for KU alumni badge is Sujin Oh from Carnegie Mellon University, and Katrina Cumming from University of Wollongong, Australia. For this ceremony, I'd like to ask Professor Hong Jun Kim, the Vice Dean of KUIC, to come up to the stage. And let's start with the internship program certificates. Certificate of completion. This is to certify K. Lee Pak has successfully completed the internship program of KUIC 2022, Office of International Affairs, Korea University. Thank you. Katie Beck is a student who come to the KU a month before the start of KUIC and successfully did the internship for the Office of International Affairs. Thank you. Thank you. And next is the KU alumni badge. This year we have around 40 students new KU alumni. The badges will be sent to each applicable recipient by mail after the program. The Vice Dean will now help put on the badge for the representative. Firstly, Sujin Oh participated in the KUIAC last year as a pre-college student, and this year she entered the Carnegie Mellon University in the United States and participated in the KUIAC again. Thank you. Next, Katrina Cumming from the University of Wollongong in Australia participated online last year due to the COVID-19, and this year she also participated in the KUIC in person and became an alumni. Thank you. Okay. Gift, a tiger doll, a KU mascot. Let's give them a round of applause. And thank you so much, Vice Dean of KUIC. Everyone, please return your seats. And now I would like to invite Mr. Juno Zhou to the stage. He will be providing important reminders on the grade, transcript, and dormitory checkout. He also introduced the 2022 International Winter Campus Program. And please take a seat on the front. Yeah. 저쪽으로 안내해 주세요. 저쪽 앞쪽으로. 슬라이드 내려주시기 바랍니다.
Hi, congratulations KUISC graduates. My name is Juno Jo, the program manager of KUISC. On behalf of the KUISC staff, I would like to say thank you to all students, faculties, and TAs. As we are wrapping up the program, there are a few things I would like to address regarding your grades and transcripts. The final grade is uploaded on the Blackboard, and you can check it at My Grade menu on the Blackboard. The final course evaluation is also available on the Blackboard menu. Grade confirmation period is until August 11th. After grade confirmation period is over, the transcript will be issued for those who only completed the final course evaluation. You can access the KU-ISC final evaluation survey by the end of August, but please submit the survey by August 8th if you want to get your transcript earlier. If you request for transcript, the delivery will begin from August 17th. Notice about transcript requests already be sent to your email or can be found on the ISC official website. This is the sample for the ISC transcript. Due to the COVID-19, the delivery process will take longer than usual. Therefore, sending your transcript via email is the fastest way. You can also request to send your transcript directly to your home school. Depending on the home school's policy, this may be considered as an official transcript. If we send the transcript to you directly and you submit that to your institution, there is high possibility that they will not accept it as an official one. Another point I want to inform you is that we can send your transcript by physical mailing such as DHL or EMS. The first delivery is free of charge, but not for the next ones. The physical mailing will take around 2 to 3 weeks to arrive. The first free delivery is only available during August. Now, I remind about dormitory checkout. I think you already know about the checkout schedule. The official checkout schedule is tomorrow, August 5th, from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. Please return your room key to the front desk of each building. Keep in mind, you must clean your room before checkout. Late checkout is not allowed, so please check out on time. This is the end of notice of ISC program. And I will introduce about KU International Winter Campus program briefly. 2022 International Winter Campus is 3 weeks academic program. There are about 30 courses and students can take maximum 2 courses. Class will begin at the end of December. Further details can be found on our Winter Campus website, winter.korea.ac.kr. The application for KU IWC will open on September 5th. If you need other information about Winter Campus program, please visit our official SNS or send an email to us. That's my last page. The photograph with KU gown only be allowed in Incheon Hall. And you must return KU gowns and caps before you weigh out by 8:30 p.m. Okay, that's all for me. Congratulations again, and I really hope you stay healthy. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Zhou. And now, let me pass the microphone to Ms. Minju Kim of the Office of International Affairs for the second part of the ceremony. She will be in charge of presenting cultural activities and short clips of students at IC and body awards. Please, Minju Zhou.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Minju Kim, the program manager of Korea University International Summer Campus. How time flies! We've started our summer campus not so long ago, and we are reaching to the end of the journey. So let's take some time to record memories of our beautiful days during the last 6 weeks. Do you remember the cultural activities that we've done every Friday? We have prepared short clips to wrap up our wonderful memories. Here it goes. Wow, let's give it up for the people who were in this video and who edited this video in such a short time. Yeah, even though the weather was very hot or sometimes heavily rainy, it was an honor to spend time with our finest professors and excellent students. I hope you enjoyed your 6 weeks in Korea and made a lot of happy memories here. Okay, dear guests, now let's hear from our students their honest opinions on this ISC program. Throughout this video, we will see why and how come KU ISC had an honor to host our students and what they learned it and gained it with our program. Let's see.
안녕하세요. 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 미국 텍사스 살아요.
Hi, I'm Thomas Edwards. I am a geology major at Korea University.
I am an international relations major, and at my university we have to study a language for 3 years. So I'm in my 2nd year of learning Korean, and we happen to have a special program through KU at my home university that allowed me to come here, and everything was already ready to go. It was a really easy transition.
I decided to study at KU this summer because I wanted to go off the beaten path. At my home university, my college advisor said he'd never heard of anyone studying abroad in Korea. I really just wanted to experience a culture that not many people in America have experienced. The culture I was most interested in, I think a big part of it was the food. The food here has been very good. Hanwoo beef, even some interesting delicacies, tangtangi, very interesting. I wanted to go to a big city and just see how a different way of life works on the other side of the world.
Definitely, I would say Lotte World. It was very fun, and that's where I met a lot of my friends.
The biggest takeaway I've had from this program is how easy the professors are to reach outside of class. They're extremely willing to help, just to discuss or get help outside of class. It's really helped me learn and help with my major.
Amazing. I had a lot of great opportunities here and meeting new people from all over the world, and just having everything accessible here, and especially the great transportation system, makes everything easier.
If I had to choose one word to describe my summer at KU, it would be stellar. There's just all the professors, KU being one of the greatest institutions in Asia, while having access to many great professors from all over the world being taught in English, provides a very comfortable yet challenging learning experience that has really pushed me to experience both the culture here as well as pursuing my major.
Oh, for sure, 100%. I would recommend this program to anyone. I have a lot of anxiety about coming, but I wish I would have extended my trip past the school year, just because it's so amazing here, and I met so many of my friends, and I'm sad to leave them and say bye.
Yes, I would 100% recommend this program to my friend. I don't know any friends back home that have gone to Korea, and I feel like there's so much to see and do here. Just 6 weeks, a summer at Korea University is just not enough time to even fully immerse yourself here. That I just never get bored here.
Yeah. I think there was technical difficulties, but I hope you
안녕하세요. 엘레나예요.
I'm so sorry about this situation, but I hope you enjoy. Okay, so do you agree with what they've said? Yes? Do I hear yes? Okay, dear friends, in your opinion, what was the most unique part of our international summer campus? I'm quite sure that you will say the body program. I know for a fact that you've shared unforgettable memories together with your bodies. Therefore, we have prepared this stage, the Best Body Award. And the Best Body Award goes to Young-Suk Kim, and Juan Matthew, and Sheila. Congratulations! Those bodies who have been called up, please come up to the stage. The Korea University ISC administration has prepared special gifts to these people. Let's have a big round of applause. Please give a few words to our audience, starting from Young-Suk Kim.
It was a great honor to be part of this program, and I would really like to thank my new friends Matthew and Sheila for making this summer so special for me. Thank you.
For me, everything the KUIC provided me with a very invaluable and unique experience in my first trip to Korea. And I would especially like to thank my buddy Yong-So, who actually helped me to get used to Korean life. And we have a trip to the National Assembly, which I'm able to meet with a lot of like-minded individuals and friends. And it has been a great honor to visit these kind of important places in Korea. So thank you.
Thank you, Young-So, for doing the reservation to the Blue House for us. And the Blue House has never opened to the public before, so it was a really pretty fun experience. And I like to do it with my buddy, yeah.
Thanks for sharing. The friendship among these 3 students across the border was very impressive and touching. I hope all the students here, not only these 3 on the stage, have had a wonderful time with their own bodies in Korea. Thank you. Next, I will announce the best steps. You might not have seen them very often, but they were the hidden gems who helped operating this program safe and sound. And they worked especially hard to support the faculty and students. I would like to take this opportunity to thank the best staff for their dedication to ISC and award special gifts. The winners of the Best Staff Awards are Haewon No, Jung-soo Kim, and Ellen Bayar. Dear nominees, please come up to the stage. The gift is from Korea University to show our gratitude to your dedication. Please give us a big round of applause. Starting with Jung-soo Kim, please give us a brief message to our audience.
Hello, I'm Jung-soo Kim from Student Support Office. I guess every student have seen me once when you guys took your student ID card. Do you remember? It's a great honor to hand me this award, and I hope you guys were all satisfied with our humble services. Please have a safe trip back home. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Tirundorji Humbair, and I'm from Mongolia, the leader of Faculty Office 302. Dear professors, dear students, this summer was really challenging for all of us. But for me, this summer was really wonderful summer. Why? The reason because I met with our honored professors, with our outstanding students, and with our ISC team. Thank you for everything, and stay safe, and hope to see you next year in Korea University here in Korea. Thank you. Bairla.
Thank you. Hi, I'm Hyeon No. I've been working in the faculty support office, 314. Contrary to Jung-soo Kim, I guess quite a lot of you doesn't know me, or didn't even know I existed, but I had a great pleasure working with amazing faculty and amazing students. And so thank you for everything. And I hope you're enjoying the ceremonies and enjoy your evening. Thank you.
Thanks for sharing. Ladies and gentlemen, as a program manager, I would like to share a few words to our graduates. Even though 6 weeks is a short period of time to change your life, I hope you achieved and gained something new and meaningful in your life. Congratulations, you have worked hard. You deserve to be proud of this achievement and to take this opportunity to celebrate. Good luck and good health to all of you. That was all from my part, and now I'll be handing over the mic to Mr. Dong-eun Park for the closing remarks. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Minju Kim. And before we go on to the cap tossing ceremony, there is a KU tradition where students express their appreciation and respect to their professors by bowing to them, and the professors respond to the students with an applause. So, may I kindly ask the IC professors to come up to the stage and stand facing to the students, please. All professors, please come up to the stage and facing students, please. And students, please stand up and take a bow, saying, "Thank you, professors," when I count on 3, okay? I'll count 3. 1, 2, 3. Thank you, professors. Thank you. Okay. Thank you, professors. And now by throwing your caps high, we will end the ceremony. When I count to 3, throw your cap with a loud cheer to the above, not to the front, the above, so you can get it back. Okay, let's. 1, 2, 3. Woo! Okay, now let's do it one more time, okay? Okay, please find your caps. Somebody cannot find, but try to find it. And let's do it one more time. Okay, are you guys ready? Okay, go ahead. Okay, good. Still finding, okay. Now I'll count on 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Woo! Thank you, everyone, and congratulations. Thank you very much for your participation in the ceremony again. And thank you, everyone. Okay, and the last but not least, let's have a group photo with the professors on stage. I think, well, let's try, and since we have too many students here to be on the stage at one time, why don't I think we can try. Okay, please come on to the stage with the professors and let's take a group photo. 현수막 좀 내려주시고요. Okay, 다 올라와 주세요. Please come up to the stage, and maybe you can be with your professors. 가운데. 2층에서요? 가운데 있으시죠. 천천히 올라와 주시고, 오케이. 다 될 것 같죠? 저기서요? 근데 여기 컴팀에서 왔으면 그런 거 알 텐데.
이 정도면 괜찮을까요?
전 조금 더 올려주시는 게 나을까요? 어떨까요?
아까 내려달라 그래서 높이 온 거거든요.
그러면 괜찮은 것 같아요.
네, 그 그대로 그냥 밑에
예, 사진 찍는 것도 준비해 주시고요. 2층에서 찍으면 잘 나온다고 하는데. 네.
누가 2층 올라갈 수 있나?
오케이.
2층으로 올라갈 수 있나?
좀 모자란가 보네.
근데 2층에서 이렇게 집 보기 하면 다 나오거든요.
되고. 예, 2층에서 찍어주시면 좋습니다.
2층에서 이렇게 위를 보고 있으면 다 나와요.
And okay, can you for the front row, please can you sit down? Cause to see and the second row, please kneel a little bit and okay. Okay, I'll count 3, then, and you say kimchi, okay? Okay, 1, 2, 3, kimchi. One more time. Korean style. I'll count 3, you can say fighting, okay? Okay. 1, 2, 3, fighting. Can you see a little bit above on the second floor? Okay, there's one more camera, okay? Okay, I'll count 3, then you will do finger hut, okay? 1, 2, 3. Chilling, chilling. Okay. Boing, boing. Okay, thank you everyone. This is the end of the ceremony and congratulations for all the KUIC program. Thank you and have a safe flight back home. Thank you. And for the professors, we can meet at the VIP restaurant at the lobby, and VP will say goodbye to you. So please be at the VIP restaurant. And for the students, please turn in your gown back to the second floor until 8:15. Thank you.
나가면서 1층에서
마이크,